going to be still way too bright even in the shade. I've been meaning to do this video for months. I keep saying I must do another video, but I just can't seem to bring myself to do them. Things are changing so fast that as soon as I have something that I think I can do a video on, it's changed, and I'm starting to learn new things again. And I was informed that a new wave started yesterday, and this wave was, the words were, the final twins have been dispatched, and that was yesterday's wave, which was a wave of consciousness, which would the twin be the rest of the twin consciousness that were dispatched and released here. So you may have felt that yesterday. I've certainly been aware of it in my dreams the last few nights, and this morning hearing that it was the final. It's not the wave of twins that are being born. From what a lot of people won't have heard this before and they won't agree with it, but from what I've been told, twins are not born. The twins are nothing to do with the humans at all. Therefore, the twins are never actually born here. Twins never come here. The twins are consciousness. Hence, the twins get dispatched here as a wave of consciousness, which we then take in and become. So the twin isn't a who, it's a type of consciousness, maybe a level of consciousness. It's a consciousness of some sort, hence a wave of consciousness. The wave that started yesterday was the last wave of twins, so they're all dispatched now. So what does that mean? I don't know. I haven't heard about this very often. Last year I heard that twins weren't born, which really confused me. And saying that the twins were dispatched, the final ones, the rest of them were dispatched, that just really makes me think that they really are a consciousness or a type of consciousness which is sent here. So that would be us ascending to consciousness, the level which is what we call a twin, though it's not literally the humans. That never sat right with me. And saying that they're the same soul, I use the word soul, but to me I've never come across the soul as being that major component. To me it's always been the consciousness. So twins would be a twin consciousness, so they would be the same consciousness existing as two individual entities, but it is the same consciousness. Makes sense in that way. So that's for me, that's what I understand twins, monadic twins, and anything that's more than two, really, that is the same. So that came in yesterday. I heard that, I first heard about the wave coming in on Saturday or Sunday. I heard that it would be coming on the Tuesday. Monday night I had the dream about the bands of energy colour in the sky which turned into a thunderstorm. Then this morning I heard the twins have been dispatched. So I don't know what that means. So I assume it means that this long preparation process has come to this point. I don't know what's going to happen next. If I find out, I will say something about it when I can. I just to make the point, I know a lot of people think waves as twins as being twins being born, or waves of like indigos are people being born on certain days. I'm not talking about that kind of wave. I've always been shown that a wave is rather like a gust of wind that rolls across a reality, and that wave, it makes changes. And I was told that the wave that came through yesterday would close opportunities and open opportunities. That's what I was told. So it's a wave like it's like, it's literally not wind, obviously, but it's just like one gust of wind that travels through the whole reality, and it can do many things. So please don't confuse it with the more mainstream idea of what a wave is. As a website and channel update, I've actually been really struggling with them, to be honest. I was at the point a few days ago where I was very close just to deleting it all, because I've been doing my website since 2016 and I feel like I'm not getting anything back from it. It's been nice because it's been an ongoing project that I can do, but it just feels like what I'm putting in, I'm not getting back in any way. So I don't know if there's any more articles being released. I think there's either one more article to come out or that's just come out. And I'm doing these videos now, but I'm really not sure if I'm going to keep doing it or not. I don't want to keep doing it. The only reason why I'm doing them is because that's how I process. It's my method of processing. I'm not... The website and this YouTube channel, these videos are just my means to something else. I think that's probably why I find them hard to sit down and just do them. Because I'm not doing the videos for the sake of putting them on YouTube for everyone else. So I need to have something to process. I need to have something to talk about and to go through. So updates will be sporadic. As and when something comes up. These have always been about my own process, my own journey, my own exploration of this process. And I never wanted it to be a this is what you do. I never wanted it to be like that, because there are plenty of them around, and frankly some of them are really bad. But that's not what I wanted to do. And it's getting to the point where it feels like I'm going through this process just to talk and write about it, and it's not actually going anywhere. I know it is going somewhere, don't get me wrong, I know it completely is, but it's just the whole website and the videos. It's like, yeah, it's helping, it's part of the process, but what am I actually getting from it by putting them online? Other people might be getting something from it, that's great. So it's getting to the point now where I want to wind that down, and I want to actually get out there and actually live it. That's it. I don't feel like it's a process that's being lived yet. Could be because I haven't actually come across my partner in this yet. On saying that, I've actually had some really good revelations the last week, and I've just completely found my drive for independence and what that actually means, and what freedom it is that I actually want above all else. I understand that now, which is great, because that makes it easier for me to go after. I feel more compelled and I feel the strength to go after it. Though that also makes it worse, because all the challenges that I am having, which I cannot do anything about, all the delays that's coming from outside of me, it just makes it even worse, because it makes me feel even more stuck and even more trapped, which makes me feel even more bad and makes me feel even more frustrated, because I can't do them. I spent years getting my mental health back, so I wanted to live again, and I could even be bothered trying, and after getting this far and even wanting it even more and being mentally saying, yes, I am ready for this now, all of these challenges, everything that made me stuck is still there. Changing a little, yes, but still there. So my movement of a flow to my physical life, which I planned to start last year in January, I was like, this is going to be the year of physical change. I had 3 things planned out to make a foundation of that. And by the end of the year, I hadn't even finished one because there was just so many physical red tape blocks, slowness, that I didn't get any of them done. And now we're into this year, I've only got one of them done, and that only finished, where are we, April, I only managed to finish that last year, and things are just going so slow. And it annoys me because these are the things I need to do. I need these things to be able to move on with not just my life, but my whole purpose and what it is I need, and it is just going so slow. And the government, as it is over here in the UK, the changes they're looking to make are actually making things worse. They are making changes that will ensure that I can't do this. And I'm proud of myself because I'm not worried to hell. I'm not really furious. I'm not really angry. Yet again, someone else, somewhere else, is trying to make changes to stop me, because that's all I've had all my life. And here it is happening again. But I'm proud of myself because I'm not worrying. I'm not furious. I know inside of me there will be. But this just goes to show how much change I've made to myself mentally, because I'm not in a bad state anymore. I'm glad with that because it means I'm not suffering with it. However, it kind of makes me worried because I don't want to become complacent and accept less than I deserve. I don't want to accept less than I could and should have and I'm capable of having. I said to myself, I'm not going to do that anymore. So at least I'm managing to keep myself calm, which, as I had generalised anxiety, I am doing quite well with that now, I think. How is my connection journey going? How far do I want to talk about this? That's the question. Things are going well. I have come to a nice understanding, and it's hard to say because I've reached a really nice understanding with the connection now. There's a lovely harmony, there's a lovely alignment, surrender, letting go, no chasing, no running. I'm done all that, past all that, and it feels really good now. It's just recently come to my attention that as far as I was concerned, my preferred partner, my partner never knew about me, never knew that I existed. Though I keep hearing and being told, he's already seen you, and the only way that he could see me is online. That's the only way, I'm quite sure. And I kept saying, he's already seen you. And I was like, if we are in alignment and our journeys are in alignment, then he has to have. Because otherwise that alignment wouldn't be there. And I checked on my YouTube channel, and sure enough, there's been views from his country. Just for over a few days out of the whole length of my channel, and that was last year. So I've been getting my head around the idea, and I have to admit, it's exciting, it's also worrying. And that made me think I really need to put another video out, because I haven't done one for ages. So an update video would probably be a good idea. He might never look at these again afterwards, but I'm doing it for me. Because for me it's hard when I don't know how he's doing, what he thinks, what he's feeling. So this this is my way of putting that out for him, because I know how hard it is to not know. Does it make a difference if he has come across me online and recognised me in some way? Yes, it does. It makes a big difference for him. Does it for me? I don't know. Some part of me doesn't feel any different, and I'm like, well, why should I? Because it doesn't change anything for me. Yet there's also a disbelief there as well, though that's simply because I have no evidence of it here. So yeah, I'm just, as far as I can tell now, my main focus is just my life. I've done all the inner work that I can. For me, it's just getting myself in an aligned state with this freedom, which for me is my ability just to take control over my life again and say, I want to do this, and then me actually going and doing it, because I lost that a lot during my bad times. I couldn't do that. I completely lost that personal autonomy and the ability to do that. And it's about me getting that back. Though, in order to do that, I've got to fight the mental programming that I've had through my agoraphobia, and subconsciously learning this is, that if I leave the house I'm going to get punished, so why the hell would I go out? That was when I didn't know I was getting sensory attacks for going out there. And I just completely lost all desire to leave and go out and try things, and I'd convinced myself, well, at that point that was my life, I would not be able to do anything. And now I'm having to go out just a little bit and actually learn what I can do. If I want to go out, go and do it. There's the desire to do that, then I need the ability to actually go and do it. Though I need to find out what my limits are with my sensory issues and all the lovely social things that come with the autism. I've got to find out how that actually works for me, so it's not just a case of going out and doing it, which is what makes it annoying. I've got to fight with myself to actually accept that I want to do it and that it's good for me before I can even go and action it. So it's not as easy as it sounds. So that's what I'm struggling with at the moment. And as far as I know on my journey, it's literally all of the higher density, all of the higher dimensional work, the inner work, and the first 3/4 of my twin flame partner journey is done. I'm just on the last, depending on whose journey stage you use. I like awakening with Pradnya's. I tend to use her stage. She has a pretty good idea of the stages, and I'm in the illumination stage on her, I'd say. Now I'm so confused because most people meet their twins first and then they go through the whole process, but I've gone through the whole process but I haven't even met them yet, and it's so confusing because it's a huge part of the journey. And what makes it hard is that things that get triggered by physically meeting them haven't been triggered for me, and it just leaves this whole space that I'm aware of that says that hasn't been done yet, that hasn't been triggered, that hasn't awakened, and it just leaves me, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm sure it must be planned somewhere, I'm sure. Right.